Gavin Dahl with you here at the National Conference for Media Reform and Free Speech TV. Really excited to be talking to Cara Degette from Colorado Public News, a nonprofit news organization here. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So tell our viewers outside of Colorado about why CPN's work is so important.
Well, Colorado Public News is a project of Colorado Public Television, Channel 12. We work independently, though. Channel 12 is our fiscal sponsor, but we do raise money and do independent coverage. Right now, mostly of healthcare-related issues, and we have media partners all over the state in radio, television, and print, 47 of them, and we do stories in all medium and distribute them to our media partners all over the state, and we're able to reach millions of readers and viewers every week by doing what we do.
So how many actual partners run your material?
On any given week, we're writing and distributing in-depth stories every week and sending them out. And the media partners have the choice of picking it up and running the story either online or on the air, and or in print. And right now, we're really having tremendous success with all of the radio stations, KGNU, KUNC, KRCC, which really reach a lot of the Front Range, and a lot of Western Slope public radio stations, and then all of the daily papers in the state. So the Gazette of Colorado Springs, the Boulder Daily Camera, Grand Junction Sentinel, Greeley Tribune, they all pick up our stories and run them, and they're really they've really embraced the coverage that we're doing, because A, we're providing them with good, solidly reported, in-depth stories, and B, we're helping to augment the fact that they don't have the staff anymore, because there's been such tremendous layoff across the board, so they don't have the staff to do that kind of in-depth reporting, especially for specialized types of reporting like healthcare that we're able to do.
Yeah, I was really interested yesterday at the panel on modern feminism. Lorena Garcia from the Colorado Organization for Latino Opportunity and Reproductive Rights called you an amazing reporter, and was touting the Colorado Public News. And I thought, oh, that's so exciting because I get to interview Cara. And one of the things I want to ask you about is your latest piece on the mental health crisis.
Well, first of all, I have to give a shout out to Lorena, who's awesome herself and is doing really amazing work through Calore, which is a really great organization. But one of the issues that we've been writing about that I'm interested in pursuing is the state of mental health services and access in Colorado, which has been terrible. And over the last several decades, methodically, cuts have been incorporated into mental health services to the degree that the Department of Corrections is now the main institution housing the mentally ill in Colorado. I think 1 out of every 3 or 4 inmates being held by the Department of Corrections is mentally ill, and most of them have little or no access to any types of services. And if you extend it beyond the Department of Corrections, 1 of every 3 Coloradans has some type of mental illness, and certainly not all of that is very severe, but 450,000 Coloradans have some type of, or determined to have some type of very, very serious mental illness. They have no access or very little access to any sort of services or treatment.
And so when the governor, to much fanfare, said he was going to increase funding for this, the problem is that it's really just a drop in the bucket, right?
Well, yes, but mental health care professionals across the board were screaming hallelujah at the news of just $18.5 million being dedicated that wasn't there last year, and the professionals are hoping that that's just a step in that right direction. I mean, we've seen, well, Columbine, but we've seen Aurora, we've seen a lot of, and most recently, Evan Ebel, who, and the murder of Tom Clements, are just really, really severe indications of just how troubling the issue of mental health and not having access to those services probably is. I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I can't diagnose Evan Ebel or James Holmes, but we're seeing the ramifications of not being able to spend or not having the money spent for mental health services in Colorado.
Well, luckily, the residents of Colorado and anyone who tunes into Colorado Public News Online have you and the rest of the team at CPN on the beat. So, Cara Degette, thanks so much for talking to Free Speech TV.
Thanks so much.